A look now at the team statistics. Over the last 25 years, Norths and Newtown have played 51 matches. Norths have won 25, Newtown 23, drawn 3. At Norths in the Oval, there have been 22 games. Norths have won 10, Newtown 10, drawn 2.
And on come the Bears. This is their side. Larry Kelly, Andrew Simmons, Simon Brockwell, John Adams, Chris Luckman, Mitchell Cox, Paul McCaffrey, Alan Burns, Peter Cross, Mark Graham, Captain, Don McKinnon, John Gray, Steve Mayer. The coach, Ron Willie. Through the streamers come the Jets. Their skipper, Ken Wilson, the leader. And Phil Sigsworth, John Ferguson, Mick Ryan, Alan McMahon, Mal Graham, Dean Lance, Ken Wilson, Graham O'Grady, Mick Pittman, Cole Murphy, Peter Kelly, Wayne Newling, Steve Bowden, coach Warren Ryan. Referee, Mr. Jack Dancy. Away goes Mr. Dancy with a blast. Newtown running from right to left, blue uniform with the white piping, white shorts. North Sydney in their red uniform with the black. And Barry Ross on the sideline.
Yes, there's a wind here today, Rex. Not much of a wind, mostly a crossfield wind, mostly probably favouring Newtown. And they've won the toss and decided to take advantage of that.
All right, the first penalty of the match against Newtown inside the 5. We hope Mr. Dancy keeps that up right through the game. Let's have a good 5 yards. Kelly's drop punt. A good gain into the half. John Gray. Luckman comes on the burst. Gray again at dummy half. He'll go to that position many times. McCaffrey. Picked off by Bowden. Big Mayo. He's dicked straight away. Telecast brought to you by Mazda and your local Mazda dealer. Sorting out section of the game. The big forwards will try to establish dominance. Mitchell Cox. He's just had a shoe thrown away. About 30 yards out to the left. Graham makes a half break, and that's the 6.
And that shoe belongs to Mitchell Cox. He has it now.
Pretty useful crowd here at North Sydney Oval too. Built up very well. Clean heel. Mitchell Cox, long floating pass, gets out of man. Back to Simmons. Adam McKinnon. No score on this match. Had 6 minutes of play. John Gray. Mitchell Cox managed to get a pass there to Adam. On to Burns. McKinnon slips. Simons. Warren Ryan doing it hard at the moment, watching his team. Very nervous coach. Now that's a penalty against Newtown for inside and raking for the ball and to play the ball. Kelly's drop punt is a beauty. No angle at all. A gain of about 19-20 metres. Now Gray. Big McKinnon on the boil. And he's finished up only about 2 metres out, 2.5. Gray on the blind side to Mayer. Want to back his way through. Massive man. Gray. McCaffrey. Mitchell Cox. Was always going to be tackled there. Simons. McKinnon. Oh, he's perilously close now. That's only about 1.5 foot away. McCaffrey. That pass has been knocked. Still there. Picked up by Luckman. Referee will play the advantage. 6 to go. Very quick up in defence there was Mick Ryan. Penalty against Ryan. I think in fairness, Luckman had his legs around him a little bit there. Just see that again. Now watch. Yes, he's sort of had him in a sort of a leg lock. I think the referee might have been conned slightly with that one. There's the John Gray stat, 37 from 55, a very high success rate of 67.3. Important kick. Struck it very well. The crowd proclaimed the fact that Norths have hit the front 2-0. Ken Wilson restarts. Newtown running right to left. Kelly took that well, an awkward bounce. Just inside their quarter. Cross. Workhorse on this north side. Gray. McCaffrey. McKinnon. Threw a pass on the ground. Picked up by Kelly. 6 to go. Little punch went in there from Newling, or a swinging arm. Burns is to his feet. McCaffrey, cross. 2-0, North Sydney. Penalty goal to John Gray. Had 10 minutes of play. Oh, the pass has gone down. Newtown come up with it. Mayo couldn't handle. O'Grady, Ryan, McMahon, Sigsworth. Well tackled there by Brockwell. Ferguson, who mesmerised Western Suburbs last week.
Yes, 2 tries and had a hand in another one.
Kelly, about 30 yards out from Morse line. O'Grady. On the fly was Pittman, and very well tackled. That was cross. O'Grady, Wilson, Lance, Sigsworth, Ryan, pass knocked down. 6 to go, Ferguson has it. Still about 30 yards out. About. Interesting to note, Barry, that the North Sydney forwards have scored a number of tries this year.
Yes, they've got 20 best back forwards on the field now. Newtown's pack, meanwhile, only 11. So you can see that the importance to the North Sydney side, their forwards.
Wilson, switch. Pittman. There are plenty of switches of play in Newtown. They use it across the ruck. Wilson, and there's one of them. Onto O'Grady, and back on the inside to Sigsworth. He's wrapped up hard. That's a pretty good example of what I was talking about. Wilson with a high bomb. Pressure for Kelly. Lance is coming through. It's ricocheted. Who's got it? Bowden, he might score. And it's a penalty for a double movement, I think. We'll see the head-on shot. It was a very weird ricochet. Came right away from the point of contact. There's the ball going across. There's the ricochet going to Bowden. Now let's see about the double movement. Yeah, looks like some planned move on here. Crisscross. Who's got it? Well, plenty of hurry and scurry, but not much progress made. Murphy, well tackled. Wilson, Lance, Sigsworth. Lance. About 15 yards out. Wilson. Oh, that's an orthopedic pass onto Mick Pittman. Wilson. A bomb. Old Kelly was interfered with there, I thought, before he got up to the ball, but he hasn't got it, but North Sydney have. That was Adam that came up with it. Burns to play it. Luckman. Again, coming midfield, looking for work. John Gray. A little bit of a swinging arm there from Pittman. And I think Pittman was cautioned on the run about that. No big pardons of the forwards in this clash. McCaffrey. Cox evades one. Now he kicks. Sigsworth takes it beautifully. Evades Cox tackle, swings through another. And that was a bit of vintage Sigsworth. Bowden. McCaffrey fell over in the background there. Just inside North's quarter. 2-0 they lead. Wilson, switch. Murphy. Or Kelly, rather. Kneeling. Wilson, a switch again to Lance. There's McMahon on the burst, and very effectively. 10 yards out. Now there's a penalty against North Sydney, right in front. All offside. Ken Wilson, 41 from 70, success rate 58.6, directly in front, 9.5 yards out. Right up into the big Moreton Bay peak, and the scores are level. North 2, Newtown 2. Gray. The kick. Graham picked off Fred Arcoy, one of the Kiwis who may well be called by the New Zealanders for their test match. Experienced international, can't get a spot in this first grade side at North Sydney at present. Newtown back in their quarter. It's too hard, that pass. Mitchell Cox has it, stepping nicely. Weaved his way through about an 8-yard gain. Graham. McKinnon. Reminds me very much of a mobile pine tree. A large, large man. North Sydney. McKinnon from dummy half. It's only about 4 yards out. Luckman. McCaffrey. Gray, the flick pass has gone astray. Burns scoops it up. Evades one tackle, still going. Well, that flick pass looks good when it comes off, and it doesn't. You need somebody there to pick up the dregs. McCaffrey hit fairly hard thereafter. Knocked over the dead ball line by the attacking side, out to the quarter. Pittman restarts from the quarter. Out along the Newtown line now. Ryan serves a nice pass to Sigsworth. And he's decked with a low diving tackle by Mitchell Cox. About 10 yards from halfway. Wilson, left foot. That's a good kick. Wilson can move a team around the football field with that very good, accurate line kicking of his. The scrum just inside North's quarter, and Newtown win it. Good scrum to win. Yes, that's their first scrum win in 26 minutes. And a good one to win for Newling. 20 yards out. Newling from dummy half. Their midfield. Wilson. O'Grady. Lance. From dummy half, trying to go on his own. Wilson. McMahon. Back into Ferguson. Evades one. And the crowd roaring as Ferguson touched it. Sigsworth.
Get up quickly, get up! Don't lie on him!
Here, Jack Dancy talking about don't lie on him, get off him. Yearling, Wilson, Lance, McMahon, Ryan. He's had the ball knocked out of his hands, I think, but the referee had his back turned at the time. Just see that again. I may be doing Jack Dancy an injustice. I don't think there's any doubt it was knocked out, but the consequence is a North Sydney scrum win. McKinnon. Little half break. Bowden the tackler. Cross. It's been as tough and as hard as you'd like this one. No quarter hour still given. Mayo. That pass to Graham. Graham hops, skips and jumps, gets it away to Kelly, and Kelly's going to score. Bit doubtful about a try back there, a pass back there and halfway, but Kelly's gone underneath the post, and that's opening try to North Sydney. They lead by 5 points to 2. See it again. The pass that put Graham into the clear. Kelly. Gray, rather. Mayo, this one. A little bit dicey, that one. Anyway, we've seen plenty from both sides. All teams have that sort of luck. Massive players there, but Kelly's sprint, a good one. And didn't he back Graham up well? See it again. We'll head on. So Mayo pass on the inside to Graham. Graham, Kelly there you can see, perfectly positioned for backing up. Now that's a good try, right under the posts, and puts it down the right way too. Directly in front, John Gray. Gray's kick is successful. He's had 2 from 2. And the scoreline now reads North Sydney 7, Newtown 2. Error situation, Newtown 5, North Sydney 3. That's the number of times each side's given the ball back to the opposition. Kelly all steamed up from his try. Gray. Cross. Having a strong game, Cross. Nicely taken, Adam. Caffrey. Philip Cox evades one. Play to big McKinnon. Caffrey. Gray. Switch back inside to Mayo. Cox with a high torpedo punt. Searsworth can't get to it on the full, but does on the first bounce. Got Luckman there. Steps Luckman with ease. Ten yards outside his quarter. Graham, I think his first touch of the ball. Right winger for Newtown, number 5. Sent off about perhaps a month ago, but was exonerated on the charge. For a high tackle.
That was against Cronulla.
O'Grady, Pittman, Murphy. Pittman. Well, the ball popped out of his hands, and Cox has got it. He's got some pace, this lad. Oh, he's hit hard. That was a Graham tackle, a crunching high tackle. And Mitchell Cox will probably have loosened teeth after that one. Not suggesting it was around the head, but my heavens, it was hard. Tough little rooster, Mitchell Cox. McCaffrey slips. Very slowly to his feet. Gray. Burns. Cox, Adam, switch of play. A little bit indeterminate, that one. Graham was supposed to be on the move, and he wasn't. Gets up and plays it forward. He's on the move now, and that's the 6th. Scrums at this stage favour North Sydney 6-4, and the penalties favour North Sydney 6-3. The score favours them 7-2. The penalty, I would suggest, if it doesn't get it properly this time. North's come up with it. Burns still belting his way forward. Gets up, plays it forward, and it's a penalty against him for not correctly lifting the ball up. Got to come up with the ball, put it down again, touch it with the foot. The referee judged that he didn't fill that requirement. Well, yes, just a few seconds away from the half-time hooter now, with North holding this handy lead. There it is. So they'll inevitably, I think, resort to a bomb. No, it's going to be run. Sigsworth, Ryan, Ferguson. And that's the first time really he's touched the ball with any room at all. So at half-time, the crowd roundly applaud North Sydney, leading 7 points to 2. The try scorers for North Sydney have been 1 to Kelly, and Gray has kicked 2 goals. For the Newtown side, their only points have come to Ken Wilson, 1 penalty goal. The scrums have gone to North Sydney 7-4. The penalties have gone 6-4 to North Sydney. We'll be back with all the action of the second half of Sevens Big League in just a moment. North Sydney leading 7-2 with the wind at their back still. I believe, Barry Ross, you've been in the dressing rooms with that wind situation.
Yes, that wind has increased a little actually, Rex, and we're going to see Mitchell Cox particularly kick more in this half of North Sydney. Ron Willie wants him to use the breeze, and he spent some time with Cox and also both wingers to say stay on side for the kick and we'll chase it. Willie generally was quite happy with the side. He said, don't worry, things are going quite well. We're in front, and he pointed out that the next try in such an important game is important for the ultimate result. Newtown coach Warren Ryan, meanwhile, he spent time with just one thing. He's concerned that his players are allowing the North Sydney forwards to stand in tackles and unload the ball.
All right. Now North's in a strong attacking position. Cross coming off the edge of the ruck. John Gray doing a fair bit of talking there. Serves it on to Big Mayo. Now you've got McKinnon and Cross doing a crisscross. Finally it goes to Burns. He puts it down. That'll be a knock-on unless Newtown come up with it. That was a switch across the ruck from both players, 2 crisscrossing. And the man that actually got it, Burns, couldn't handle the pass. There's a penalty against Wilson for an incorrect feed. Bit of a waste of time, I think, kicking for touch in those situations. Why not the tap where it was, and then you've got 2 sides of the ruck to use. Graham hurling himself at the line. McCaffrey. Oh, how did he hold that? Came very close, and the pass to Cross was hard. Mayo. There's going 1 high and 1 low now, Newtown. Gray. Oh, and he's been called back. He's been called back for an offside pass. Johnny Gray worked a little bit of magic there, but the referee says that was forward, and he was in an offside position. Well, our camera angle is very, very hard to tell. Let's see the head on, perhaps that might show it. A clearer idea of the lines. Well, if it was offside, it was only marginal, so that's a let-off for Newtown. That would have been a critical try at that stage. Newtown have got to set themselves the job of getting out of this territory. Wilson, Lance, Sigsworth. Little leg still going as he's tackled. Gets up, plays it forward. Tackle legitimately 10 yards outside his quarter. Pittman, the little dummy. Wilson. Glance. Back inside to Ryan. McMahon hit the moment he took it by McKinnon. Ryan. Wilson. O'Grady, who's been a little bit quiet in this match. Not playing up to the form I've seen him play in recent weeks. There it is, Newling, 130 from 290. That's not a good success rate of only 44%. Wilson, little bust the scrum base. Burns picked him off. O'Grady, Murphy. Rockwell finishes his run. 10 yards from halfway. Mara, Kelly. He's right on the halfway line now. 7-2, North Sydney lead. We've had 9 minutes of the second half. Wilson. It's a low trajectory kick. Well, it's impossible to tell here whether he was over the sideline when he touched it, but looks to me as though he may well have knocked that into touch. Good tactical kick from Newtown. Again, the back standing so flat. It's a scrum into North. McCaffrey. Burns. McKinnon. Cox. Shepherding. Ran around behind one of his own teammates. See it again. There was the switch from Gray, and Mitchell Cox went back round behind him. Wilson's only about 13 metres out. He's only about 5 metres on centre. Left foot. Up she goes, and that score now 7 points North Sydney, 4 points Newtown. Oh, that's not a great drop kick with the breeze. McMahon has it. McMahon, very, very strong runner. He scored a try from a drop kick at Henson Park from a line drop out. There's a penalty. Trying to leap the ball away, the referee has said. Let's see what the replay shows. Now there's McMahon. As the wrestle goes, it's been lost at that point. Wilson from almost directly in front. About 20 metres out. Straight over. So there it is with 15 and a half minutes gone. 7-6, North Sydney lead. Kelly's kick. Again to Sigsworth. It's a bit monotonous, that sort of kick-off. Kicking into one of the men in the side who can bring it back to you. Let's make him run for it. There's a penalty again, stealing the ball. This time against McKinnon. Well, that penalty count starting to raise now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties to 1 in the second half in only the opening 17 minutes. This is no way for North Sydney to win a football game. Bowden. Been told to play it. Kelly. Wilson switching it. Mara. Pittman. Newling. Bowden. Newling. Wilson. O'Grady. McMahon. Cuts out a man. Sigsworth has it. And loses it. Scrum midway between the quarter and halfway. North Sydney put in. There's a good steal by Wilson. There's the bust. Ferguson. Mara finishes up with it about 12 metres out. North Sydney will get penalised if they don't get off. O'Grady. Wilson. Cuts out a man, gets direct to Ferguson. Ferguson like a dart. Going hard, straight, still going. Only about 3 yards away. Newtown on a rampage. Bowden, who scored 3 tries this year from that position, he's over. It's a try. Well, sustained pressure by Newtown, and the head-on shot will show that, but we'll see them all. Here's Bowden, large, strong man. Over the top, and there he is. Crunch, the head-on shot will show it more clearly. After the Ferguson dart, Bowden's power. Directly in front, 4th attempted goal by Wilson. 4th success. So a scoreline now that looks vastly different than it did 5 minutes ago. Newtown 11, North Sydney 7. Kelly. O'Grady. All possessions gone even in the scrums in the second half, but the penalty count of 6-1 against North has meant they haven't been able to employ their kicking tactics, Barry.
No, they were going to do that for sure if they were, particularly if they were close to their own line, but Newtown have had the better of play, that's for sure.
Well, the flags in the background tell me that the breeze is blowing a little harder than it was in the first half.
Yes, there's no doubt about that, and it's in North Sydney's favour.
Well, Sigsworth popping into the back line. Yards from halfway. Newling. Wilson's the one that's doing the kicking, and it's into the breeze, but Kelly has it this time. It's a good run by Kelly. Back to halfway. Now a little bit of impetus for North Sydney. John Gray. That's 6 to go. McCaffrey, who's had a quietish game. Pretty well handled by Wilson and O'Grady. McKinnon. Newtown defence swarming now. Gray. Up the blind side goes Graham. Now that's a pretty useful tackle there by Graham, the winger. McKinnon pulled that in very well from behind him, but to Mayo. I think his first instincts were the best to pass that. There's plenty of players out there on the right. Mitchell Cox, run around. Brockwell, insertion. Away to Simmons. He's going hard and straight. He's into the corner. He's touched. The touch judge has disallowed it. The head-on shot will show. The head-on shot will show the O'Grady chase. Simmons sprinting well, moving nicely. Great cover by Sigsworth coming over. And that's a try-saving tackle if ever I've seen one. Another scrum win to North Sydney. That's a good one. Oh, McCaffrey, yard away. Mayo, 6 to go, touched by a Newtown player. He would not have been the player that have had a dummy half. Gray. Mitchell Cox. Mitchell Cox. Hey! Oh, it's going to be ruled on. He's awarded a try. The hand might have bobbled there. The ball might just have bobbled out of his hand. The Gray pass to Mitchell Cox. Watch him force himself forward. this point, I believe he lost the ball. Momentarily. But it's on the board. Mitchell Cox. Underneath the tackle of Sigsworth. He may have placed it right on the line. Anyway, it's a try. It's in the book. As they say, read it in the paper. Gray's kick is successful, and we've got a turnaround again. North Sydney 12, Newtown 11, and 11 minutes to go. Ron Woolley at last smiling again, but looking his age definitely. He's one of the few players around Sydney that I played with that's much older than me. North Sydney now are going to be fully put to the test by this Newtown team. 12 points to 11. Barry, I think we picked the wrong game to televise.
Yes, it's a great game of football, and Newtown about to make a substitution as we talk, Rex. Phil Gould on the sideline with the touch judge.
Well, he's the player that can add a bit of ball skill to this
Exactly.
team.
That's probably what Warren Ryan's thinking.
I'm a bit amazed at how quiet young McCaffrey's been today.
Yes, he told me before the game he's still troubled with that rib injury he sustained against Manly here 2 weeks ago.
Well, John Gray screeching out to his teammates, come on there. When he tried to slip a pass, Luckman takes it up for him. They're about 5 yards their own side of halfway. Gray, cross. 12-11. And he had 3 tries in the match, 2 to North Sydney, 1 to Newtown. Graham. McKinnon or Mayo are going to carry him on his back for 50 yards. He's big and strong enough. Gray. Mitchell Cox using the tactics I thought they would have used earlier on. It's end over end over end. It's a great kick. Newtown, left to right. O'Grady's off. Penalty to Newtown. The signal I didn't catch, I think he meant that North Sydney pushed over the mark. Sydney should come up with this. The referee says double knock on. There's O'Grady, the player replaced. There's some very strong performances in this game. A number of players. North's come up with the ball again. It's a good one to win. Gray done a great job in the scrums department. Burns. Now the big men need to stand deeper and run onto this. They're standing too shallow, McKinnon and Mayo.
I think that Mayo's got a leg injury, and I think that in the background here, Ron Woolley has Lindsay Johnson, the reserve grade prop forward, warming up, and I think that's what the substitution will be in the next few moments.
Well, there's Lindsay Johnson, who's warming up at the moment. Now, there's Gray, only about a yard away. Mitchell Cox, field goal, successful. See that again? His teammates lifted him to his feet. He was decked as he kicked it. Got a touch judge on at the moment. Now watch Mitchell Cox. It was quite late, the serve that he got. Now, watch it again. Mitchell Cox, very late hit by Ryan. He's going to award the penalty now. There's a differential penalty. There is a like a 7-point try. There is a 7-point field goal. And we can now see an extra kick taken. And that's what it's about, a penalty kick because of a penalty kick because a player was interfered with in the act of kicking a field goal successfully. And that's what the penalty's for. So they get the point for the field goal and an additional 2 points if he kicks it. Now I was, as you will recollect, concerned about the way Cox had been treated after the kick. So that's 3 points for a field goal virtually. North Sydney 15, Newtown. And nobody in this match is going to affect your Dunlop Golden Boot Award, Barry.
No, McClernand's very, very far in front on that award, and Tony Melrose, but they're all trying. They're very keen to do well on that award.
There's a penalty to Newtown with about 1.5 minutes to go. Now, differential, of course. They'll have time for, according to our clock, which is unofficial time, they will have time for the sequence of 6. About 1 minute 15 to go. Now, North, if you've ever tackled, this is the time to do it. Well, that's the way to tackle. Alan McMahon hit hard by Mayo, legitimately. 15-11. North Sydney lead Newtown at North Sydney Oval, defending their undefeated record this year. Mara. Undefeated record at North Sydney, that is. There's Gould. A dummy. According to our clock, 35 seconds to go. Wilson. McMahon. Beautiful tackle right round the boots. Last tackle must be the bomb. Up she goes. Now, this is where the cat gets among the pigeons. And that was a close thing because Sigsworth claims he got to the ball. Let's see it from head on. The referee not in the least bit impressed, but it should never have been allowed to bounce. Oh, my heavens. That's a very close thing. Adam and Sigsworth both coming to it at the same time. We reckon they've used up all their time. We're into extra time. 15-11 North. There's the hooter now. That's the ball game. North Sydney have kept their undefeated record alive, and a 15-11 win, which has done them a whole lot of good.
Our award winner today was Mitchell Cox, the North Sydney 5'8", scored a critical try and kicked a field goal, which turned into 3 points. The first time I've seen that, a penalty awarded because he was illegally interfered with as he kicked the goal. The results of all the matches: North Sydney 15, Newtown 11, Cronulla 22, South Sydney 12, Penrith 6, Parramatta 12, Balmain 15, Eastern Suburbs 17, Canterbury 34, Canberra 16, Illawarra 5, West 23, St George 5, Manly 20, and at Lang Park in Brisbane, Queensland 31 defeated New Zealand 16. Now the competition table this way: Parramatta 30, Manly 28, South 24, East and North 21, West 20, Cronulla 19, St George 18 with Canterbury, Newtown 17, Balmain 13, Penrith 11, Illawarra 8, Canberra 4.